tired
Oh,
because
damn,
I
okay.
uh, just whopped like for 10 hours last night getting to
Yo, goat.
but holy fuck. I'm
W.
free.
Wait, are you the solo story Evan?
Oh, you remember me?
I
Oh, no way.
remember. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't forget people, bro. I don't forget people. I remember you. I remember I counter reviewed you in Leafree like 2 times.
Yeah, something like that. Back in January,
A
was it?
while ago, yeah. You were trying to figure out how you're gonna do Lucid.
Hey, well, I got quite a bit further, so
Yeah, W,
thanks to
bro.
you. Thanks to you.
It's
We're
all
up
you,
to
bro.
we're up to sea slime now. Just have black mage
Okay,
left.
big dog.
Yeah, what can I say? Got carried by the goat here.
Mir,
Oh yeah, let me have a quick chat with him.
of course. All these Evans, bro. They always be talking to Mir.
Ah, thanks, Mir. All right, anyways, so I'm on like that last stretch now, and I think there are like a couple paths for me, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just not really sure what's efficient anymore.
Okay.
So let me get up my document. Okay, so the main question is, I still haven't hit FAMs. Like I hit one, the only FAM I have that's like good is the 35 IED.
Okay.
Otherwise, I've hit zero boss.
Uh-huh.
Um, And so I think there's like a couple paths I was thinking about. It was either like just farm fams, and like do Tower of Oz as well because I have Roar 3 and I know that like Giga Sweats like this is the last time you can go for 4 and like weapon jump and risk taker and and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh yeah, or just like keep pushing levels to 280.
So those are your two options?
Uh I mean, yeah, it's like farm fams or just like yeah, just keep going, keep leveling.
Okay. And your goal is you need a solo BM. That's like the next big one.
Yeah, that's like the end game.
Okay, so I would suggest leveling. And the reason being is obviously I'm sure you know about the XP changes coming, but
Yeah.
also leveling gives you a ton of damage on BM. Like a ton. Like it'll give you more damage than if you hit your boss fams, for example. The permanent like plus 10% FD, you'll shred through shields way faster. And then if you hit even higher than 280, you'll get even more FD on BM.
Well, I was thinking because the New Age update changes it, so we're on reg server formula.
Oh,
So I'll
that's
get
true.
max FD at 280. And
Yeah.
so like if I think about the timeline, right? So by what is it, like November, whenever we get the patch, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not gonna want to like farm fams anymore because six job will just be way more efficient.
Uh-huh.
But also like uh, since I'll already get like the max EXP or sorry, the max like level bonus for final damage,
Mm-hmm.
like I just don't know if uh like when would I ever go back for this? Because right now for boss fams, I think I ran the calc. If I hit 260s, let me just double check.
Mm-hmm.
It was like yeah, it's like 260 boss fams is like around 10 FD as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll get a lot of resources as well from getting those fams as well, not just the fams.
oh yeah,
Um,
another thing is like because I have zero spares for my arcanes, like I've just gotten no boxes, and so I
mm-hmm.
can't really roulette these past 17 yet.
Mm.
Uh, and so like if I'm farming in Limb, I'm not just like getting better rates because like when I farm at what's it called? When I was farming in Burnium, I think my rates were because I farmed a like pretty shitty map, I think,
Mm-hmm.
just for like the ease of it, and also because like the bigger maps, like the 38 spawn ones, it's really hard for Evan if you're not like your fucking donuts aren't like killing them.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I only get like it was like 850, 900 mil as opposed to like 1 bill when I was in limb, plus droplets, which is like 50 mil per droplet.
Yeah. Do you have max drop? Like large drop fan with 200?
Of
Okay,
course.
okay, good, good, good,
You
good,
told
good.
me to.
Yes, excellent, excellent. All right. Um, I guess this boils down to how much do you play per day? Are you able? Because in my head, I think you should do both. Why don't you just do one WAP in Grandis and one WAP in Limb?
Yeah, because another thing I was thinking, like, what if I just use the 2x coupons and then if I run out, then I can go back to limb?
Oh, that's an even better idea. Why don't you just do that? Just train on 2x in Grandis, like whenever you have
The
2x
thing
MVP and
is,
shit, and then off coupon just train in Limb.
I was also thinking, like, because I'm 110 sack, right? So I can't train an Odium,
Probably not.
and I can't even train an Arcus, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was thinking, like, also, I kind of want to break from, like, the EXP grind because I just, like, poured my fucking soul into that recently. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, uh, surely it's like, I got there, but I got it. Was it painful? Uh, but I think like in a month or two, it was like I can get to it was like or 180 sack in like around 50 days or something. So if I just wait until then there's like a really good map in Hotel that I want to train at where it's like
Mm-hmm.
such a easy rotation. It's just like Wind Circle left and then Earth Breath right and then
Yeah.
teleport down. It's like so free. Train one, I think. But
Okay. Yeah,
anyways,
train one's really good.
I was like, maybe I just wait until I can do the super easy rotation and just like,
Dude, you're
yeah, just
smart.
farm
That's not even
max.
a bad idea, actually. That's a really good idea. Unironically, that is a really good idea. You could hold out until then, and then you'll make even better rates in hotel, and then probably not too long after that, you could probably train in early Odium maps with those big ass maps, and then
Yeah.
So do you have any other characters funded besides your Evan? Like, do you have
Uh,
boss mules or anything?
yeah, my boss meals are 16. I can't even open Legion. Here, let me leave. I get 16 bill a week
Wow,
from everyone.
that's pretty good.
I actually had a question about the boss mule funding, specifically about the 1200 nodes.
Okay.
So, like a lot of my boss mules are like 40 boost and then like uh however it's like varies for skill,
Mhm.
but it's like around like I'd say low end is 7, high end is like 15
Yeah.
for skill nodes. And so like with the 1200 nodes, I'm gonna have excess in terms of getting everyone to 40 and then skill to around like that level.
Yeah.
So I don't, where would I put like the rest?
I guess let me ask you, do you cap crystals?
No. I
Do
was also
you
gonna ask about that because
Oh, go ahead.
uh because everybody talks about like the front page, right? It's like 12, but can't
Yeah.
you fit 13 Plomian?
Uh it depends on what your main is clearing. And it depends on
Uh
like they generally say 12 to give you a little bit of extra space for your main, right? Like if your main is also doing Saren Black Mage, just an extra 2 crystals, and then also let's say you have a second main that does like H Lomian or something like that, right? Or if you leech H Lucid, H Well on other characters. So that's why we say 12. But since you're like a solo, completely solo, like you're not like leeching off anybody, yeah, you could do another one. So I was gonna ask
okay,
you like,
yeah.
do you cap crystals? Because if not, then I would just say make another boss meal. Then just go work on capping crystals. Or if not, if you don't want to make anything else, just fund bottom up. Whatever's the slowest, put more nodes into that.
Okay, okay, I see. Because I was working on this marksman and demon slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I eventually, okay, Phantom is just, it's not it. And then also Kali, it's just not it. Like, I want to
Yeah.
drop both of those.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine. So you could sub them out with something else with the 1200 eventually.
okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if, like, swapping, or if just, like, making the other ones more, like, faster with the 1200 nodes was better, or, like, yeah, doing something like that,
No, I'd
where
say
it's, like,
make
an
new
entirely new
ones.
question.
I'd
Okay,
say
yeah.
make new ones because at the end of the day, like if you make new ones, it's good that you still have those shit ones in the back just in case, let's say you're like really down bad and you want more money, you'll like suck it up and just do it anyways. Like you still have the option, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's a better idea. But what you said about waiting till you get more sack, I think that's valid. That's fine. As long as you
Okay.
hit like at least 280 before new age, whatever like, it takes, I'd say you're good. The ideal is obviously 285, but it's
Yeah,
probably
I don't think
unlikely. It's probably unlikely you'll hit that, so
I was
just
thinking
go for at
even
least
like
280.
post New Age, right? Like, what am I gonna be able to clear? It's gonna be like what normal Saren, which is going to be about the same as Black Mage, so I'll be able to clear that when I clear Black Mage, I think.
Hmm.
And then past that, there's Easy Kalos and like Hard Saren, right? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
and that's a
sure.
different.
Uh,
That's way higher up. It's like quite
yeah,
a lot higher. You'll be
I
stronger with
think.
six job though, so it'll help.
Yeah, I think Kobe was saying that he could clear Easy Kalos with an arcane weapon, but like he doesn't
Hmm.
even see Hard Saren as like doable until he gets his Jenny. So I also have like 8 months to go from 280 to 285, I think.
Yeah, that's plenty of
I'll
time,
be
and
I'll be gated by weapon. Yeah.
and within that time, you'll have a lot more six job shit, right? So you'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
farming a lot more. So I think that's fine. I think you're
So
you're in
yeah,
a
I
pretty
wasn't
good spot.
thinking 285 was like a new age goal.
Yeah, I would really recommend hitting at least 280 though, so you're only behind on like one symbol instead of two,
Yeah.
and then it would make your BM way easier, right? So
I'll get the
I
max
think you have
damage.
enough time too. I actually do. So I would say sit in limb until you have the sag, and then go train in Arcus, and then over time you'll probably get strong enough to train in hotel in Odium as well, so it'll be even faster.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have a good game plan for training then, which is good
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't super sure.
Have you done
My
a
next question.
BA like bill per second on
No, I
BM?
haven't. I
Okay.
I know that I'm still far off though, because I know like 17 arcades aren't gonna cut it. Like I was
Yeah,
just gonna wait till my gear was closer. The solo benchmark is around like 200 bill a second, right?
I'd say for most people, if you get a 200, you should be able to solo pretty comfortably. But it all depends
Oh,
on how good you are, basically. Because some classes could solo at like 180, or like some like really really close at 170. It depends if you have white aura for P4. But if you hit 200, you should be fine.
yeah, I kind of prefer like I don't want to play white aura or anything. I just want
Uh
it to
huh.
be like a clean like run all the way through without having to like do like tech where you're like min-maxing damage based off of your curse or whatever. I just want to like focus on dodging the whole time, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah, whatever it takes. Just know it's a 22 final damage difference between black and white aura. So yeah, you
yeah.
got to make up a lot of that in your gear.
Uh okay, yeah. And then okay, I was wondering about what I should do with the Sweetwater pendant because I can either like cope and like go for a second 22 uh superior, right? Which will eventually be a 21 source, or I could just keep trying to go for this. For me, like the one item that's been booming is just the pendant, and like so
Mm-hmm.
like every week I'd get 400 or whatever, and then it'd boom, and then
Let me see
I'd
the
do it
pendant
again.
flame.
Oh, it's transposed.
Okay, 75.5 is pretty good and it's transposed. Um, I would not say get another 22 cell pendant. I would say thug it out and do the Sweetwater pendant.
Okay.
I think it's worth it. And very, very long term, you use that shit anyways. So
Oh, okay. Is it still better than Daybreak though? I
I,
thought
I think
Endgame was
so.
this plus. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Tommy, do you know anything about this? I think Sweetwater pendant is ideal.
What was the question?
Endgame pendant, Sweetwater pendant, and source, right?
If your transposed flame is high enough,
Okay,
Mine's pretty mid, but I mean, I'm
75 and
sure it's like
5.
close enough where it won't really matter,
Yeah.
or where I won't really care either.
it
I,
gets muddy because, um, if you're solo play, Sweetwater will be better. But if you're solo play, Dawn Pendant is better because it gives you the two set boss.
well,
But
that's
when
true.
you're in party play, Sweetwater will be better because you will have it in uh a large amount of damage sources where the flat stat, just the raw stats of the pendant would be better. But I don't
See,
know how good 75 and 5 is for
That's like
transpose Sweetwater
minimum
flame.
settle.
Like because you can fucking just get triple T6 on a Dawn pendant, and that would be a better flame already.
Yeah.
And also like I don't know if we're talking like end game, you might
I mean,
you
this is
might.
always competitive, right? So it's not a huge deal. I don't think I'm gonna reach that point to be honest. So
Yeah, I mean, you already have this. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, it's fine. You could do the Sweetwater. It's really so negligible at the end of the day. I didn't really think about the whole party versus solo, and he's solo, so the daybreak would be better. But yeah, daybreaks are kind of hard to get though.
Yeah, you
yeah,
can get a Sweetwater pendant spare once a week, I think. Like
Yeah,
from all your
yeah.
Denaro sources.
I have the maxed boat, so it's
that's good.
it's been pretty fast.
I'd say just keep starting the Sweetwater.
All right. Uh, and then I was wondering. Okay, I'm about to say something that is pretty sacrilegious,
Okay.
but like, say I hit a source or whatever, and like an ET. I think those two specifically. Is it fine to
Let's say
like
21.
settle 21?
Oh my
Because
god.
it'll be like more damage, and I'll get the set effect, right?
I think ET, you can argue it's fine to sell on 21.
ET's fine. That's the level 200 ring. It's way better than all
Source,
the other rings.
Source is like one of the worst pitch boss items in the game because it's just so easily rivaled by Sweetwater pendant, like sub pendant, Dawn pendant.
Daybreak pendant. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, okay, but for ET, it's like mostly fine. I was looking at like the magic attack; it was like 90 at 21, and KT's like what, 79? It's
That the
like,
AT's way, bro. The ET's comparable at like 19 stars. Like ET's such a strong ass ring. So you could settle 21 ET and then wait till you get another one and then send that one to 22, right?
yeah,
Maybe swap like that. And honestly, it's probably fine if you do the same thing with the source, but I would really recommend you get the source of 22 because all the other pendants will be better at 22. So
okay, okay, sounds good. Wasn't sure about the pendant, so
also it kind of just depends on the set effect, to be honest with you, because like let's say you get a book and you get like a Zerked, then it's like, oh, now you're choosing between
getting
like 3 set versus 5 set, right? So then you would be more incentivized to settle 21 because you could keep the 5 set.
yeah,
So it just kind of just depends.
okay. But for pendant questions, yeah, okay, so just keep doing the Sweetwater. Oh, and then for FAMs, is it fine to just go for 60 instead of like 90 and then use the 35 IED? I think the FD difference, okay, with if I pop a black heart,
Mm-hmm.
which I will for BM, the FD difference between 35 IED and 30 boss is like 3%
Yeah, it is perfectly
approximately.
fine to run 2 boss and 1 IED. That is perfectly fine. But at the end of the day with FAMs though, because it's so RNG, literally just use what you can. Like you're not guaranteed to hit anything anyways. So
Okay,
hope that you get 3 boss FAMs, right? Like that's ideal. But if you get 2, then by all means you use 2, and if you get 1, you only use 1. If you get none, then that's just how it is, bro. But yes, it is fine to get 2. Like if you get 2 and you want to stop, that is perfectly okay.
okay, yeah. And then the last question about like gear and stuff is when do I start working on flames? So like I guess I haven't even shown all my equips, but
Okay.
it's 22s, and then this is the last 17 aside from arcanes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think most of my flames are like really mid. They're like on the low end of settling.
Yeah, so with flames, it all depends on what your flames currently are. So let's say you came in here and you have like no flames, like you're just like shit flames. I'd say like, oh, just do your flames right now because you could get gains like easily. But if you're saying like, when do I min max my flames? I would do that after your full 22 and your all 3 line. Then I would min max my flames. But for the time being, just go for like triple tier 5, maybe 1 tier 6 with 2 5s as your flames. Like, and what does that look like? That's like 60 and 5 CRA, 84 and 5 arcanes, and Golux is like 24 and 3. Like, does that make sense?
Okay,
Like, just go
24
for
and
like
3, so like 50.
mid tier flames. Yeah.
Okay, because a lot of my flames are like even lower than that, I guess. Like this top is what, like 48, 5, and 4,
Well, 48 and 5 and 4 is what? What is that? It's like
like 90
si-
something.
yeah. I mean, you could get a little higher than that. I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't bother because you have so many 2 lines. Just getting those to like even scuffed 3 line will just make you way stronger and it'll be cheaper.
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. Are we actually getting the defense line removal? Because I heard like some people say we are, and then
We won't
some
know
people say,
till it comes. Like we don't know 100%.
do we know when like we should be getting it? Was it like end of August or
Yeah, Phil
was it
said at the
further?
end of August, but
Okay.
who knows, bro? Because we technically have different cubes, so like I don't know. They could always pull a fast one on us. But either way, you should hold out until that comes, anyways, before you cube anything. You should hold out until the end of August, regardless, because
Yeah,
you want to
I
see
have
what the
no money
next.
right now anyway.
Yeah, you also want to see what the next set of Sunny Sundays are, which we'll find out on August 29th, so you could plan shit out.
Oh, going along with that, I am using a Mugong Soul right now because I've missed every
Interesting.
Mag Soul event since like January or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of unlucky. But is it worth it to swap to, I guess this is like my stock, but is it worth it to try and swap for 3%? Or do I just keep saving for Jenny?
I'd
I
say
don't know
just
if
save
like
for
I have
Jenny.
enough.
I think
Okay.
Mugong Soul is fine, since you're a burst class as well. I mean, you could benefit from like, well, you could use it like 2 times a fight, right?
Assuming I don't die,
Assuming you don't
yeah.
die, yeah. So
Well, up to 4, yeah.
yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Just keep doing.
Um,
Honestly, you can get souls really quick if you really go hard on the daily bosses. Like you do daily bosses on all your boss mules. Like you'll get a lot of souls. Or even if you just do it whenever you do your weekly bosses, just attach the daily bosses. Don't loot the crystal, just the souls. You'll
yeah.
you'll save a
Okay.
lot of souls that way.
Yeah, because I also have a lot of souls on my meals right now,
Yeah,
just by doing the weeklies, but I can add on the normals as well.
you should. Yeah,
Right.
you definitely should. You could get a lot of souls if you really want to.
Um, okay. Oh, and then also a quick question about Wind Archer for boss meal, because I just
Mhm.
made one and I played it like a couple times. For the tornado, are you supposed to 3 stack it every time, or do you like 1 stack for like the top like the harder bosses?
Mhm. Does anybody know in chat what's more optimal? I actually have no idea if the big NATO or the little shit ones are better. I guess in my head, I guess it depends on how strong you are. People are saying 2 stack.
2 stack.
You can only use two max off cooldown.
Okay, so
If
you
you
don't
use
really
one,
stack
is
up
the cooldown shorter than if you use two?
3 stack for Pierre. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
but
not.
okay, so for
Okay.
the most part, you just don't use the all your stacks at once. Okay. Oh, and then another question was, how do you disable like the login notification for
Oh, go to
like
your
this for
settings.
Alliance?
Oh, for alliance,
Yeah.
You
go to
can't for
social.
alliance.
Uh,
You cannot for alliance.
oh, you can't. GG.
Is there a way to turn them all off then, or
You can
no?
turn off guild, you can turn off friend, but you cannot turn off alliance.
Oh
GG.
man. Okay.
If you play on
Unlucky.
invis, will it just not show?
No, you still see people log in.
Oh, okay. GG. Leave
Darn.
the
Okay.
alliance. The only way is
Hmm.
to leave.
Oh, and then I guess this is a more long-term question, but so in terms of my drop gear, right? I only have it on 17 stars, but I got really lucky. Like every single time I
Yeah.
got 2 lined, I also got like all stat or like percent stat, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do I need to
That's
replace this
crazy.
eventually for 21 or
I would not. Those items are
Okay.
so good. How is every single item with all stat and int? Like, how is that
Yeah,
possible?
I don't know. It's
All of them. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Uh, you yes and no, because when New Age is here, people have the misconception that, oh, our reboot HP modifiers will be reset to rec servers, but the monsters still have like 15 mil HP or more.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Uh,
you're also going to be training under Sack Force too.
Evan
yeah.
also hits. You need to fund a lot to train well on it.
Yeah. It's like super hard if your wind circles aren't killing.
Yo, but it feels so
So
shit though to remake your gear when you have such crazy ass spots like that. Like, is it really gonna be that big of a difference?
yeah,
You think
I'm
so?
not saying you need. I don't think I'm not saying you need to do it now, but like, um, it would be within your best interest to be as strong as you can and also have as much meso and drop as you can, because those
Okay.
fragments, like, it's not just about like just, maxing out your gear 22 star 3 line and then your flames. It's also going to be another layer of leveling, and then the next layer next to that would be maxing out your 6 job skills. So um like, I keep hearing this estimation of like 1,000 hours to max out the skills. It doesn't include the hexacore stats, and I don't remember what the kill rate was and what the drop, like how much drop the person was wearing, or like what the I guess configuration is, right?
hmm
So let's just say like you're only able to do 100 meso, 100 drop. You're going to be missing out on like an extra 100% drop rate from equipment. Like that could easily be, I don't know. Like, it could be like, I don't know how many more hours that would be actually.
Mm-hmm.
But considering that with like basically 100 meso to 200 drop, it's still at least 1,000 hours. Uh, Investing into better drop gear and better
It'll
meso
save you
gear,
time overall or something.
it would save you time overall, and also they're going to be adding new 6 job skills eventually,
Yeah,
and
so
like
you're
not
gonna
Yeah.
need
even just
more for the
like
future.
exactly. So the monsters are only going to get tankier. You're most likely still going to be under sack when you're training at those maps as well. Uh, like hopefully you'll be liberated by then too, right?
Well, he's solo story. He's gonna live by
Yeah,
like
so it'll take quite a
a little
while.
while. Like probably 8 months from starting of New Age.
Have you started at all? Oh wait, no, you're trying to fucking solo
No,
Black
he's
Mage, right?
completely solo. Yeah.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, not having a Genesis weapon and you're gonna be in like Altaria or Cars. Actually, you'd probably be like Shangri-La, probably.
How much
Um,
worse would it be to like go back one area? Because isn't the XP like per area it's like 1.2 times better every time you go up one or something?
I mean, you want to try to train within level range,
Level
anyways,
range,
right?
I see. Okay, yeah. Wait,
I guess
because Odium
so,
is
yeah.
becoming 270, so then 275 is
Yeah,
Shangri-La.
265 Shangri-La,
Yeah.
280 is Altaria, 285 is Carcian.
Oh, so I have to train in Altaria if I'm 280 by then. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. No,
Anyways,
it'll
I'll
be
think
tough.
about that later. Okay.
I mean, you have good income though. Like thankfully, 16 bill a week just from bossing, not even including any training money. It's not like you can't remake your gear. I think it's just low priority right now.
Yeah, okay. Um, oh, and then also another question was I just did my first daily today, but for if I'm like undersacked for every single mob, do I just go to the uh like the lowest hit one? So like one of these two where it's like uh
If,
500 or
yeah, I
do
mean,
I
if you're doing 5%, whether it's the dogs at the start or the shit at the end, then yeah, just do the 500.
Okay, because I think there's like some guildies were saying there's like level difference too. But yeah, I can basically only kill mobs with like burst skills, so
That's
whatever.
crazy. And you don't do party dailies?
I mean, I don't like actively go look for people to party up with, but
I
like I
see.
wouldn't mind it either. Like I do
Okay.
MPE, right? So it's like same thing.
I see. Okay. I guess I would advise you to look for parties. You save your time. instead of waiting for like Worm King anytime you want to kill something.
I think that was basically my last question, though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, in terms of gear at least, going for the stars and then the pots, and then I could do some flames now, but mostly just look at flames after both of those.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I guess that's.
And then go back to
I'm trying
Lim.
to
Go
think if
get your
there's
money
anything
and
else.
go get your money and shit up. And you training in Lim will give you so many nodes, so your boss
Oh,
units
there's
will be even
actually a
too.
question about that. I forgot. So there's like, obviously I know what's more optimal, but in terms of limb, this is where I would normally go. And I think this is 34 spawn,
Mm-hmm.
but I was also looking at uh
Do you one shot with
2-6,
debris
I think.
here? You're gonna die.
Oh fuck.
Do you one shot with debris in this area or no? Or is that like a little too
Uh,
much?
I'm not sure, but I have to get like I have it on auto, so
Oh,
like I have to
okay,
just
okay,
get
okay.
10 stacks. Do people not play on auto?
I would just I don't know. I'm just curious. And then your donuts. Do they one shot?
Oh yeah, they one shot.
Okay, good.
Uh, the point being though is like if I go here, I think this is 31 or 30 spawn, but I can just
It's like AFKable.
yeah, it's just like breath this and then circle this and then I just stand here. I don't
Yeah.
know like if you think because I've never trained like super long term because I don't really see 275 as like the end game anyways, but
Mm-hmm.
like is this comfort worth it?
That's something you have to answer.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
put it
something
this
that.
way: if you can find yourself training more hours doing this than training in the other map, then this is worth more, because you're training longer, right? It's like quantity versus quality.
Okay.
But
Do you have
I would I
your own
would
opinion about it
I would
though?
so for me personally, because I am an Evan player after all, I think
Of
training
course.
at the 34 map is better. I don't think it's that much
Okay.
more difficult, to be honest with you. And three
Yeah,
mobs, that shit adds up. And also, you're gonna. I don't want you regretting your decision, because then you're gonna have a bunch of useless ass like embryons, because you need to lock in one fam type. I would train at the 34 map.
okay. Sounds good.
What's the difference though? Like if you use your Urta shower, Urta fountain, and just TP up and down, that's the only difference. You have to TP up and down, but
I mean,
that's it.
yeah,
It's not that big of a deal.
I like the rotation I had. It's like, yeah, it's like 1 minute. I have to do stuff.
And these things are
Okay.
tall, so your little fire shit on the ground will hit two plats, right? See?
Yeah, I think it's this. This is what I did to get to 260.
There you
And I
go.
can stand here for every 1 minute. So wasn't supposed to return, but yeah, it's like quite lazy as well. I don't know. I was just trying to min-max my ease of comfort.
Yeah. That's what I would do. But I mean, if you really like want to go ease of comfort maximum, then go get the embryons.
Yeah. I prepped a lot of these guys as well though, so
Oh,
I don't
there you
know.
go. Yeah, no, you have to do that. Don't waste those fams.
Uh, all right. I think that's everything I had. Oh, one more. Whoa, Tower of Oz. Tower of Oz. Okay. So, how much FD am I gaining from ring swapping to Roar 4 as well, or Roar 3? I get, or sorry, not Roar. Weapon jump 3 or 4, as
I
opposed to just like maining 3.
I didn't even realize Evans used ring swap. I thought they just locked in Roar 4 and that's it. Like they just only
Uh,
wore Roar 4 and they didn't even swap.
I think you weapon jump for Worm King.
Yeah, the second one. And
Yeah.
actually, Zerhu brings up a good point. Weapon jump won't do it that much until you lib, because liberation, you get
Oh,
way more magic attack on your weapon.
I see.
So, and since you're gonna lib like in, I don't know, next year in the summer or something, um, surely by then you get a ring from weeklies, right?
I mean, I think average is 55 um was it 55 weeks? Something like that. It was like 11 months or 55 weeks. So I wouldn't
Mhm.
even be on pace for average in terms of hitting weapon jump 4 by
You'll
the
get
time I
lucky,
live.
bro.
I'll get lucky.
Yeah, you'll get lucky. All good.
Oh, nice. Didn't see
Mhm.
that coming, but
I do
Have you
think
ever
roll
thought about
4 is quite
drawing
a
your
big gain
weapon?
for you, but
I
I
think Roar
don't.
4 is 5 or 6 FD on the high end. So I already know like what I'm losing for that. But uh, yeah, whether or not that's worth it, I assume it's just something I have to figure out.
I don't. I would not recommend doing odds right now. I think you should go train. More important. You could easily
Okay.
spend your time doing odds and get nothing. Whereas you
Okay,
could have
yeah.
got like fams instead
What
or
star is your
XP.
weapon?
It's 19. I haven't
Oh,
gotten I've gotten 2 weapon boxes and I've never gotten an armor box. So
What the fuck? That's cursed.
I I'm hoping to get all the arcanes to 21 and then trying Black Mage. But yeah. Where are my armor boxes?
Do you have CD skip in her?
Oh no, I don't. I was thinking about swapping this. Oh, wait, also uh I've asked this before, I think on a different stream, but is it worth it to go for item drop instead of mesas?
Mm, not right now. I think after New
Hmm.
Age, there's some validity in that, but your inner is already really, really good. It's kind of hard to touch it. Attack
I was
speed
also
boss and
thinking that
Miso.
I was thinking maybe of when we get the inner ability changes as well, going CD skip, because I know it's
Wait, what's the change?
on
Like we get multiple
the rare
slots?
line removal, right? So
Oh,
it's
okay,
like
okay.
I don't know if that changes odds for legendary, but since I'll be locking boss and rerolling both of these, I'll
Mhm.
probably hit. But yeah, I think 20 CD skip is like what 3 FD higher on average. And then
Mhm.
also it makes weaving easier because you don't have to weave at 0, you can weave at 1.
Yeah.
I've like I'm not really good at weaving. I think that shit's so hard.
Well, you
As
gotta
an
get good
Evan main,
then.
do you know like the FD gain for landing every weave as opposed to missing them?
Um, a good amount. As an Evan main, I could certify. I could say with certainty it's a good amount.
Okay, yeah, I gotta practice that. That shit's so
Yeah.
hard.
At the end of the day, like that is optimal. So you're gonna have to learn how to do it. Are you in the Evan Discord by any chance?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I mean, they could probably give you a better answer.
Yeah, but I think that'll fit my playstyle more as well. I prefer like comfort a lot, and like just spamming attacks faster is like harder for me to like process what's happening. It's just
Mhm.
my brain's too slow.
All good. You can make your brain faster over time.
Yep, for real, for real. All right, well, thank you. I think I have a good plan for the future then, in
All
terms
right,
of
got
like
you,
my
bro.
gear and everything.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
see
you're
you. I'll
doing
see you
great.
after I live, right?
Yeah.
For one more session. Yeah, let's
Yup.
go.
Of course. Of course. If you ever need anything, I'm always here, and I appreciate you pulling up, homie.
Yep. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good stream.
See ya.